texture, multiple wire kind of design and look to it. Now, we gave you a little heads up about this a little bit earlier on at the beginning of the show. It's been very popular. What you're seeing is all three colors there. So you've got plating on the inside for yellow gold, white gold, and rose gold. You've got this beautiful frame around the outside of the ring, and then that large citrine right in the center. It's a 1.3 carat citrine. It's $10 off today. It's on 4 flexible payments. And I think a piece you're just gonna love having. You're gonna find yourself constantly, you're allowed to fidget with this one.
All the time. The thing about a spinner ring, and if you don't have one, this is an amazing one to get, is that it kind of, it centers you a little bit. You just sit there and you don't move, and you feel like you're playing with it a little bit, and it's something kind of meditative and zen about it. I kind of look at it as this kind of accepting your karma and being present, and I love mixing metals. I love 2 tones, 3 tones. I love it. I think it has such a great style to it, and it's so, it's just so unique.
Now, why the design on the outer bands?
It's a lace. It's a part of our lace collection. So when you see the videos, it's on the website and on your website and on our Facebook, you see that we go to the Shuk, which is the market, in the flea market in Jaffa, which is the oldest port in the world, and we walk around and we look at the laces and the old, like, embroidery, and we incorporate that into our jewelry. So it's almost like a fabric. You see what I mean? It has like this fabric thing to it. It covers your finger, and again, solid sterling silver and gold plated and real authentic gemstones.
And I love the way it almost has like a cinch, like almost like a corsage shape
I love
to
that.
it.
I didn't even think about that.
You know, the way the lace kind of rises around the edges of it, and then it's got this sort of cinched in the middle section to it. It allows it to have a real kind of dimensional presence.
Yeah, a movement to it.
But without it feeling like a big, clunky, heavy ring to do that.
Yes.
So it's got a lot of kind of a sweeping design to it.
Absolutely. Look at how it shines.
I've said this before. I think I've actually gotten in trouble for saying this before, but I'm going to say it again. If you're struggling with quitting smoking, if you need a way to fidget, I'm serious. I've got relatives who've got stories about spinner rings on their finger as kind of a way to help through the process, you know.
Or whatever your vice is, and you're trying
whatever the vice is, whatever it is you're trying to quit. Or I do love that idea, something that grounds you.
Yeah,
just that moment to yourself. It does, you know.
And when you have this, when you buy a piece of jewelry that has so much meaning to it and so much story, there's always, if you have an occasion that you're buying this for, every time you wear this ring and every time you kind of play with it and move it around, it'll remind you of that moment in life.
So it's available at $10 off. We have it in sizes 5 through 12. It is made in Israel, as is every single one of the pieces here. And that center stone is an oval 7x9 millimeter citrine. It's about 1.3 carats in total weight. And the other nice thing to remember is there's always going to be with LiPaz pieces that oxidized finish to it that really does give it that essence of from a bygone era. You know, it's got an age and a spirit to it.
Yeah, like this antique, what we love to do is to play with antique finish and polish finish. What it does, it gives, and a few of the pieces that are coming up, you can see that very clearly as well. It gives it that dimension and depth. So when you look at this ring, it has a depth to it, and it has that feeling. It's obviously not an old ring, but it has that feeling that it coming from an old world, which it is.
So you can shop for it while it is available. It's on flexible payments for $22.50. It is on sale for you today. It's a brand new ring. And of course, remember, you get a 30-day return policy here at HSN. I know you're not having the treat and the privilege of meeting with the bench jewelers or going to the jewelry fair in Israel. Well, we bring the pieces directly to you. And if you don't love their feel, their dimension, their design, we'll